Yay,
I
we're live.
are live. Yay, we're live.
We are so excited. Sharnael and I are checking in with you. We have officially started the Abundance Experience. We kicked off last week. It is a 3-week course. It is a really a workshop too. Like you get in there and you get into some stuff to really kind of elevate. So the whole thing that we're doing is that we really need it to be an experience because there are these principles that we get to integrate and then we get to work with. The first course, which I know I did a live video in my stories about it yesterday, was phenomenal. Some of the women, the feedback that they were sharing with, they'd never even considered certain perspective shifts. And these little bitty tweaks meant a lot. And they shifted a lot for them inside their heart and inside their expectation, which is really, really important. We have 2 weeks left. We have this week, we're going to be diving into more teaching. We're also going to do a little bit of live group coaching at the end of the call, hot seat coaching. And the third week, we're going to do a lot of hot seat coaching because we really want these women, we want you guys to be able to integrate fully. And as you integrate these principles and as you begin to work with them and you begin to feel them out, what happens is you kind of have questions. You have these things that pop up that you didn't really know you needed some guidance with, some navigation points. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So you guys are officially invited. We will put the link in the description here about the video. But Sharnael, hop in. What you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you guys that we're here. And yes, she mentioned we do have a replay from Wednesday, but that doesn't have to stop you from jumping in now because we're doing things every day. There's a little bit of homework, not too much to overwhelm anyone, but we do want to have a little 10 minutes a day of just kind of resetting the time. I call it the power hour. 30 minutes when you wake up, 30 minutes when you go to bed. We talk a lot about that kind of stuff. We talk about the importance of manifesting, creating. And the big thing is the belief system situation, because most of the big things that have been created in abundance have happened in recessions, have happened when things weren't looking good on the outside. This has been a big time where people have made big shifts and big moves in their purpose and in their mission and their jobs, and whatever they're doing. But mindset is such a big deal in that because energy is neutral. Okay.
Yeah.
And when we have neutral energy, and if we are vague in that energy, a lot of times it'll go back to default of whatever programming was already given to you instead of what you implemented. So we want to implement and structure a good foundation of what abundance can be, whether it's health, finances, relationships, resources, fill in the blank. Abundance is everything, all the things. And have that mindset shift. And like beautiful Leslie was talking about, sometimes having a coach to kind of see some areas that aren't necessarily seen when you're in it is good. Just to have somebody else to kind of look as an observer with no skin in the game, no race in the horse. And they're just like, you know what, this is what I'm observing. Let's tweak this a little bit. Let's tweak that a little bit. And those little tiny tweaks definitely make a whole different outcome. Just like the GPS, when it's like recalculating, it's like, okay, you know what? I need to shift things just a little bit. And these minor tweaks can really get there. The other thing I was talking about this morning in the group is the ability to really focus, think about what you're thinking. Sometimes I think we're on autopilot and things are just kind of like happening and we're not really cognitive or being aware, like Leslie was talking about, of just the awareness. So when we can be aware of what we're thinking about, then if we get in a practice of that, then you are the gatekeeper of your thoughts, which create, right? And so again, if we're neutral in our thoughts, or if we're just vague in our thoughts, then it's going to go on autopilot to whatever somebody had put there, or whatever you grew up with, or whatever you're thinking about because someone told you that and it just stuck, versus being very like an engineer, being very on purpose, being the person who is not only the guardian of what's going on up here and what's going on here and what's going on here and what comes out, but also transforming the mind and causing the information input to be something that's going to get you a really good output. And so we jump in a little here and there and just kind of give reminders and tips. And then there's different tests that we have people take that so they can just find out like, where is my mindset on this, you know? And so we're discussing that this week, but we'd love to have you guys if you choose to join us. The links are here, and hope you're having a great day. Definitely. Any final words, Leslie, before we go today?
Yes, I talk a lot about subconscious programming, which I know my people know, and this is a very foundational. It's very much a step one. So if that's something that you really have been curious about or drawn to, this is the place, this is where you want to kind of tap into. And really these pillars that she mentioned, the vitality, the joy, the relationship, the finances, these are things that affect your entire life, especially the relationships. I'm really passionate about the relationships because relationships are so pivotal. When our relationships with our friends, with our spouse, when those are in, when they're really healthy and we're truly living from our soul lit up, everything funnels through a much different way, in a much positive way, a much higher way. So it is phenomenal. Feel free to join us. You can catch the replay. And yeah, I think that kind of winds us down for today.
Awesome. I'll leave with this. The way you do things is the way you do things.
Yeah.
So I've said it a million times. You cannot pee in the pool and hope it doesn't get everywhere. There is no smoking section with energy. And so I talk about that a lot in my book, The Science of Miracles, remembering the frequency of love. And abundance is no different. If you have abundance in one area, we can see where that is, and we can expand that, and it's going to trickle over into everything, no matter if you like it or not, because that's energy. And so all energy is neutral until you give thought to it, until you give feelings to it, and then that's what literally matters and creates. And so this is super important, and it's a great fun time for us. So if you'd like to join us, just grab the link and we will see you there. And otherwise, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk soon. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.